It's the last time you upgraded your phone, by the way. I know there was a time where folk would queue up the night before the release of a new iPhone, and we would all, oh, have you got a new one? I've got it, have you? Yeah, just one per customer. And it was all nuts. And now, apparently, we're sort of going off that a little bit. We're sort of sticking to what we've got. I know what it does. I know how it works. It does everything I need. And this will be nightmare news to the phone manufacturers, one would assume. So what is causing that? Matt Porter is the Gadget Man, back on the show with us. Hi, Matty.
Hello there.
So, is it true we are not upgrading at anything like the rate we once were?
Yeah, well, that is very true. And I think one of the reasons is that the phones themselves have become increasingly more expensive, and that the price of those, or the cost of those devices, then has to be put onto a contract a lot of the time, and the contract prices then become very high. So I remember having phones where I changed them every 6 months, and they were like £15 a month, and they were quite happy to swap them out every 6 months, no problem at all. But now you're looking at these phones. So, for instance, the Galaxy Fold, Samsung Galaxy Fold, which has sort of had a bit of a hiccup with its launch, but that was priced at around $2,000 for the device itself. So if someone is going to have a contract on that, because obviously your contract's got to pay for your calls and for the device itself, you'd be looking at a very, very expensive contract. It must be way past £100 a month. So I think it's just simply the cost of ownership, but also you have original functionality that's been added to devices. So again, we've had screens that have become larger, that have become the screen to border ratio has become higher, so we have very, very few borders on the little notches at the top and things like that. So again, and these are powerful devices that kind of, when you come around for your renewal of your contract, you think, do I really need to get a new phone? Is there something that's forcing me to upgrade, or am I happy with what I have?
Well, this is what I wonder, Matt, whether or not technology has kind of reached a bit of a plateau. The cameras on most of them are really, really good now. They've all got very similar functionality. Is there actually any need to upgrade every 6 months?
You're getting certain manufacturers that are releasing functionality which is way beyond what's on the market. So I think, for instance, Huawei have just launched a device that's got a 10 times optical zoom on it. So it uses some very clever periscope type effect, which uses the length of the phone as a kind of like a periscope and things like that. So
I won't ask what that's used for. Not in the current climate, Matt.
And also it can also be can photograph in near darkness as well, and then produce photos that look like they've been photographed in the nighttime. In the daytime. So there are a handful of these devices that are coming up with something new. But
3/4 of phones are used for selfies, aren't they? Let's be honest.
Well, yeah, of course, you're taking pictures of yourself and what you're eating and things like that. And,
exactly.
And I have to be honest, I was looking at some of my pictures that I've taken over the last 10 years. Yesterday, I found a load on one of these cloud drives, and I had literally tens of thousands of photographs that I've taken. You know, it's awesome amount, really. So if you've got a device that takes really, really good photographs and works very well, is quick, and the battery lasts all day, then other than being a fan of that manufacturer,
exactly, what's the point?
Yeah.
Is there anything, Matt, on the horizon that may encourage us back into the upgrade game? Is there some big new feature we're all waiting for?
I think that Sony have just launched a handful of phones that use a different screen ratio. So they've gone for, I think it's 21:9 or more than that. I think, I can't remember. 18:9. So it's super wide screen. You can watch a film on it in the same aspect ratio than you could go into a cinema. And the screen quality itself is very, very good. And it uses the technology from Sony's camera division, which surprisingly hasn't been the case for a long time. The two divisions have been very secretive about each other's developments. Now they're working together, so you're getting real high professional camera quality into it and screen quality. So I think that's where it's leading, is when we're getting really, really good quality devices that we can actually take excellent video that can be graded professionally later and things like that. So I think that
could be the future. There you go.
Yeah.
Matt Porter.
Foldable was still waiting for, really, to be proven.
to properly work, I guess, yeah. Matt Porter, the Gadget Man. Thank you, Matt, for the update.